Many of us are deeply aware of our trauma and childhood experiences. We can clearly explain our limiting beliefs, recognize our triggers, and articulate the ways we feel stuck. Yet, even with all this awareness, it often feels like there's an invisible wall standing between us and the life we want to create. That invisible wall, it's your nervous system. Your nervous system is designed to protect you, and in doing so, it may hold you back from growth and change, keeping you anchored in the safety of what is familiar. This protective mechanism can show up as procrastination, anxiety, people-pleasing, difficulty setting boundaries, or an inability to show up fully for yourself. It's not because you're broken or weak. It's because your nervous system is prioritizing safety above all else. Here's the thing. The more we over-intellectualize our feelings, the more dysregulated our nervous system becomes. Yes, understanding your experiences can be incredibly validating. It provides context, which is essential for creating a sense of safety. But understanding alone isn't enough to break through that invisible wall. Intellectualizing emotions is often your nervous system's way of shielding you from feelings that feel too big, too heavy, or too unsafe to process. It's a survival strategy, a brilliant one, in fact, that helps you avoid overwhelm. When you've learned that it's not safe to feel this, your nervous system steps in, protecting you by pushing you toward overthinking instead of feeling. But here's the catch. When we rely too heavily on this strategy, we bypass the emotions that need to be processed. And over time, this can leave us feeling stuck, unfulfilled, and disconnected from ourselves and the world around us. The good news: you can change this. You can rewire your nervous system to create a sense of safety around growth, self-expression, and emotional processing. You can teach your body that stepping toward your desires and honoring your needs doesn't have to feel like a threat. Imagine this: making empowered decisions without hesitation. Feeling safe enough to set healthy boundaries and stand by them. Fully honoring your emotions. Letting them move through you rather than hold you back. Or showing up for yourself and your dreams with confidence and ease. This is what's possible once you learn how to become a secure caregiver to yourself. In this video, I'll walk you through what it means to feel safe in your own body and how to cultivate that sense of security. When you do, you'll find that the invisible wall standing between you and the life you want begins to dissolve. To become a secure caregiver to yourself, the first and most powerful step is learning to tune into your needs. Ask yourself, what do I truly desire? What is my body telling me right now? What feels nourishing, comforting, or expansive to me in this moment? These questions might seem simple, but for many of us, they feel foreign. Often, we've been conditioned to prioritize others' needs, or silence our desires to maintain connection or avoid discomfort. This is why it's important to explore how your relationship style and attachment type and the patterns shaped in childhood impact not just our relationships with others, but also our relationship with ourselves. If you have an anxious attachment style, your relationship with yourself often mirrors your external relationships. You might find yourself battling constant self-doubt, where you frequently question your worth or decisions, seeking external validation to feel enough, or overthinking, where there's a tendency to overanalyze your feelings or behaviors, worrying you're not doing or being good enough? Or do you neglect your needs? You might prioritize others' needs over your own, fearing rejection or disconnection if you assert boundaries or take care of yourself first. You might be familiar with self-criticism. A harsh inner voice may arise, making it difficult to celebrate your successes or extend self-compassion when you fall short. With an avoidant attachment style, you might disconnect from yourself to avoid vulnerability. Do you find yourself suppressing emotions? You may dismiss your feelings or minimize your needs, seeing them as inconvenient or weak. What about hypercompetence? Do you have a strong focus on independence? This may make you overly self-reliant, avoiding asking for help or admitting when you're struggling. Are you emotionally distant? There can be a disconnection from your inner world, making it hard to tune in to what you truly feel or need. How's your self-care? Because vulnerability feels uncomfortable, acts of self-care that require emotional openness may feel unnatural, unnecessary, or indulgent. Last but not least, if you have a disorganized attachment style, your relationship with yourself might feel conflicted or unpredictable. You might feel a distinct inner turmoil, where you feel both drawn to and fearful of your emotions, leading to confusion about how to respond to your needs. Or there could be self-sabotage, where you lack trust in yourself, which can result in cycles of self-punishment or pushing away progress and believing you're unworthy of good things. Perhaps you experience emotional overload. Without a strong foundation of safety, emotions may feel overwhelming and unmanageable, leading to avoidance or shutdown. Or you have high levels of self-distrust. You might second-guess your decisions or find it hard to believe you can care for yourself effectively. Regardless of your attachment style, the journey to becoming securely attached to yourself involves building awareness and recognizing the patterns in how you relate to yourself, cultivating safety and using grounding techniques and self-soothing practices to regulate your nervous system, practicing self-compassion and replacing self-criticism with a kinder, more understanding inner voice, embracing vulnerability and allowing yourself to feel emotions fully and acknowledge your needs without judgment. This work can transform your relationship with yourself and, by extension, your relationships with others into one that is rooted in trust, care, and authenticity. By becoming a secure caregiver to yourself, you're not only creating a foundation for healthier connections with others, but also building a life that feels aligned, fulfilling, and authentic. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress and presence. Step by step, you can strengthen your connection to yourself, honor your needs, and create a sense of safety that supports your growth and well-being.